Well, I thought I'd come over here and shoot this little video of what's going on at the mouth of Lake Ferguson. The pipeline you see strung out there is running from a dredge boat that's way up in the harbor. That's the end of it to the left, right off of that, by that little bush. That's it. That's discharging into the current of the Mississippi River. Those, you can see the high spots out there, the sandbars that are coming up. Here's the coming around. Now that's rubber pipe right out there. That's part of the discharge line. Then the raised section right there is iron pipe. It's on pontoons. And of course, you see it goes on past the corner here where I can't see. I can hear the dredge in there, but I don't think it's pumping yet. Well, I know it's not pumping yet. But if it starts discharging, I'll get a video of that. That dredge is acts like a giant vacuum cleaner. It drops down in the bottom of the lake, and it's got a rotor auger on it that sucks the mud and junk up off the bottom. I think it works off the Venturi principle. I'm not positive, but I think it does. And it pumps water through it to cause the Venturi, and it blows it in that pipeline and then discharges it way back here in the Mississippi River. You can see a little sandbar right there in front of the camera this side of the pipeline. In fact, there's two of them sticking up. And what happens here during the high water events, and we've had a bunch of them in the last 10 years, that it creates a big giant eddy right here. And it's a slow moving eddy also, and it deposits a bunch of silt in the mouth of the harbor. Greenville is an important river port town because of the grain industry, the fertilizer industry, and the gas and diesel industry. That the gas and diesel and fertilizer is brought in for the farmers, and of course the grain is shipped out for the farmers. And I guess millions of tons of grain goes out of here every fall. I guess it would be in the millions because there's 3 big granaries in the lake, in the harbor, in the port. All of these ports on the Mississippi River that I know of have the same problem. McKellar Lake up at Memphis, big port. The port at Rosedale, Mississippi has to be dredged. The port at Vicksburg has to be dredged, especially during low water, to get the boats out, the barges in and out of the ports. Now the Corps of Engineers, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers only tries to maintain a 9-foot channel. Now, any of you that's seen the Mississippi River, 9 foot deep doesn't seem like much, but these barges fully loaded draft about 11 to 12 feet of water. So when the water conditions, the water levels get low like they are now, they have to start loading these barges a little bit lighter, and they have a graduated scale on the side of each barge from 12 down to 0, and that's how they know how much weight how much draft that these barges are carrying as they load them. All they have to do is look at the side of the barge and see where the line is on the barge, and they'll load them at the 9-foot mark or the 8-foot mark. Just depends on how much trouble, how many low spots or high spots there are in the Mississippi River. The barge traffic gets in a tight situation when this water gets down low like this, because there's lots of areas that the 9-foot channel is not very wide, so they have to wait on each other, and that costs a lot of money for those boats to sit up, but that's just the nature of the beast. But a 9-foot channel is not very deep. Most people think of the Mississippi River as being a big old deep monster, but it really isn't. It's got some deep spots in it, lots of deep spots, but generally speaking, they're close to the bank. But this is just a little short video to kind of show you guys what goes on out here on the Mississippi River. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.